Walmart saying that it's rolling back its diversity, equity, and inclusion policies. This is one of many companies reviewing their practices from facing considerable pressure from conservatives. So what's Walmart saying now? What are they going to do differently?
Yeah, this is really stemming from that Supreme Court decision back in June of last year when the Supreme Court ruled that affirmative action in college admissions was no longer viable. So that emboldened these conservative groups to bring their lawsuits and make similar arguments for corporations. So what Walmart's saying is they will no longer give priority treatment to suppliers based on race or gender. They're going to pull out of a prominent gay rights index, and they're not going to renew a 5-year commitment they had made for equity, racial centers. So those are just some of the things Walmart's going to do. You're right. Other companies are doing this too. Ford, Harley-Davidson, Tractor Supply, Lowe's, another company saying they're not going to be instituting their DEI policies any longer. But Walmart's the largest of the companies so far to do so. So we could see other companies make similar moves that could set the tone going forward.
Now that Trump's been elected, all of these companies like Walmart and Lowe's are abandoning all efforts towards DEI hiring. They don't care, they don't want to discuss diversity or anything anymore. First of all, that tells you who they are. But keep in mind, this is who y'all voted for. This is what y'all wanted. This is what they meant by Make America Great Again. Trump told you that. He told you a year in like 1700s, 1800s that he wanted to go back to. He told you very clearly who he was, and he continues to tell y'all who he is, and y'all still defend him and try to gaslight black people like we're crazy for thinking that you're racist. We don't care. Listen, all of them DEI programs that they were doing, they were never going to benefit black people anyway. Trust me, our jaws are firmly in place. They never hit the ground. Y'all are the ones that are going to be hurt the most. Other people of color are going to hurt the most. Those things never help black people. They don't care about us. We have to fight and claw for everything we fucking get all the time.
Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. In case you're new here, my name is Maren.
And I'm Maureen.
Right. So guys, Walmart alongside other big corporations are in the FAFO season after they decided to roll back on the DEI program.
Right. And this time Black Americans have decided to not interfere, to not protest, to not do anything but sit back and let them do whatever they're going to do. The only thing Black Americans have decided to do is to not support their businesses. And most of them are actually banding together to encourage each other to support Black-owned businesses instead.
Right.
Take money from places like Walmart that don't, value them as people,
right,
and put it in the Black-owned businesses.
Right, and the DEI program, it encouraged diversity, equality, and inclusion. So them taking this out, guys, and they're saying that they are going to be hiring people based on merits
and not on race.
Yeah. So the question we're asking today is, when has it ever mattered in America? When has merit ever mattered when you're talking about the color of the skin of somebody?
Yeah, this is like saying, since they've decided to get rid of DEI during their, their employment process, will they also take away that section where you need to check what kind of race you are?
Yeah.
Instead,
check if you're white or black.
It would make much more sense if they're doing that, then along other big corporations, right? If they're doing that during the hiring process, it's not needed or necessary of someone who is applying for these positions to tick on the race place,
Yeah, then that means that it would
have been fair for everybody.
Exactly, but for as long as that box is still there to be checked, it means your merits will never matter. There are people who've been locked out of job industries just simply because.
Much as there are Black Americans who actually truly get jobs, there are others who get missed opportunities because of how they look,
despite having merits. But guys, we don't want to talk a lot because we'll be coming back with our commentaries. Let's just watch this episode and then we come back and talk about it. You can let us know your thoughts and opinions on the comment section. Also consider subscribing if it's your first time here. Let's watch.
People really shocked that Black Friday looked like it did today. Walmart parking lots empty. Target parking lots empty. We don't want TVs. We don't want a lot of electronics, toys. Black Friday sales should have been food, okay? We've been through enough as Americans. This economy, these last 4 years, have been detrimental on the average American family. So Was utilities on sale for Black Friday? People are not out buying things the way we are accustomed to because we don't have it. Rents are up, mortgages are up, interest rates are up, credit card interest rates are up. We Americans don't have extra money. So, of course, we're not shopping at these stores on Black Friday. Actually, we don't need the stuff they want to put on sale. And really, to be honest, because I was in Walmart, I didn't go till about maybe 11, and it was just for household essentials that I'll buy any other day. They didn't have really a Black Friday sale. Everything was normally priced. So don't be surprised. There's no Black Friday sales. There's no more Black Friday when you have an economy with inflation at the numbers there are currently. So don't be surprised.
To my beautiful Black people, the era of status quo is over. No longer will we play into the hands of the oppressor. If they want to take DEI, let them. Do not fight for their crumbs anymore. Instead, let's be done with these racist corporations like Walmart. It's not enough to stop shopping at these kind of places. We need to go further than we've ever gone before. We need to get these racist corporations like Walmart out of our neighborhoods entirely. We need to get our people better employment opportunities so they don't have to work for racist corporations like Walmart. As long as we're too scared to rock the boat, they win. And I'm here to tell y'all, the Black Revolutionary Collective ain't scared to rock the boat. In fact, we intend to tip it over. We will no longer allow them to oppress and exploit Black people. Nobody gets to do that. The days of status quo is over. A new day is coming. Global Black unity, and we will leave none of us behind. We will show patience and empathy to those who don't know that they come from some of the strongest people in human history. Our ancestors went through and survived the worst horrors this world has ever seen. And we're still going through it. Just ask all the hashtags. No one is going to save us but us. And our unity is the only way. Don't tell me what we can't do. I love you, Black man. I love you, Black woman. Knowledge is power, and power will go to my people.
So it's looking like Walmart is having a really rough day, as they should. They didn't hesitate to show us who they were the first chance they got. Before the orange man even took office, they let us know that we were not welcome there. Oh, they will sure take our money, but they don't want us involved in the hiring process. They don't really want us employed there. If they don't want us employed there and they don't want to give us equity, then we don't want to give them our money. Because you see, I guess they got it all the way fucked up. They must have thought that Trump was the one shopping at their stores. Did all of this for a man who would never step foot in your store. You forgot we don't want to pay the bills. We're the customers. We keep the doors open. But since you don't want diversity and inclusion in your stores, we will spend our money elsewhere. And I don't even give a shit if they backslide at this point. It's too late. They showed us who they are. No Black inclusion, no motherfucking Black dollars. Period.
I woke up this morning with the intention of driving to Woodbury to go to Walmart. And I opened my TikTok app, come to find out that Walmart is rolling back their diversity, equality, inclusion policy that they have been including for the past years. Right? That means that they don't want our money because apparently they are afraid that they might lose their conservative customers. So they're not afraid of losing their Black and brown customers. They're not. I'm so grateful for this app to like keep us informed. I've seen probably 20 different Walmart videos on Black Friday, which is when they make the bulk of their money empty. And I love that. I honestly love this. Let the conservatives go and spend their money because that's where they get most of their earnings from. Time and time again, especially with this election, it showed us how these companies really are. Because I remember with the Black Lives Matter movement, I believe they were one of the companies that came out and spoke out, and we were like, we're going to support Walmart. But no, it's just all about the money. So it's the end of the year. A manager came on here who has been working with Walmart for 20 years, stated that they make the most of their money at the end of the quarter. And since it's now they want to roll back this, right, we should definitely continue to keep our money in our pockets. They also order their merchandises in a year in advance. Not the food. They don't make the money from their foods. They make the money from the merchandises that they sell, which is at a higher price. So since they order those stuff a year in advance, you know, if it doesn't sell, it's going to go on clearance, right? And they're going to be at a loss. More shipment is going to come in. We keep our money in our pockets. Let the people that they want to shop there go and spend their money. And let's see how it goes.
So am I the only one that feels like pure joy seeing all of the empty Walmarts today on Black Friday?
See, people are posting their Walmart Black Friday videos and there's hardly nobody in there, okay? But I bet you if they had brand new cars that was 60 and 70% off, it would have been lit. Everybody could use a new car.
On Black Friday, I ain't get nothing. I just wanted to come see if the myth was true. Baby, it's quiet as a library in the rainforest when I say ain't nobody in here. This is the day after Thanksgiving. Look, bitches a ghost town now. Somebody's letting their babies run loose. We have employees. Let's go by electronics and see if it's overwhelmingly busy. Bitch, it's 6 people. It's not enough people in here to play a game of Monopoly. Good for you, Walmart. You did this. Yay. Good for you.
You all saw Walmart today? I hope that is how all of the location look today and not just one that they keep showing us over and over online on this app. I hope all of the Walmarts was looking just like that one that is circulating on this app. Because if it was, good for us. Good for us. Because it ain't no sale. There's no sale. There is no sale. The stuff you see on sale, it was sale that same price prior to this Black Friday. Nonsense. All right? How many TVs are we going to buy? How many? Toys. How many toys are we going to just buy to get disposed of? This makes no sense. Put the fucking groceries on sale. That's what you need to put on sale. The fucking groceries. Where my son used a dozen eggs in 2 days. That's what you need to put on sale. Not those fucking TVs. How many TVs am I going to watch? And to be frank, I don't even watch TV. Put the fucking groceries on sale and come back. And Walmart, good for you. I love that for you.
Walmart just announced they are ending their DEI policy, diversity, equity, inclusion. They are going to roll that back and stop all their efforts into that. I guess this is what making America great again is all about. We're going to exclude people. This is where we're at. This is what they think making America great again is. And Walmart cites that they're doing this because they were facing huge, significant conservative boycotts to their stores. So I don't know if there's actually numbers associated with that. I would like to see that. Walmart, have your sales gone down because of including minorities? I don't know. I would like to know that. Please show us. I want to see the numbers. Because right now it's just a bunch of conjecture. So this is what's going on now. And they're not the only company doing this. Ford has done it. Toyota, Lowe's. I mean, there's a growing list. Now, the land of opportunity, the land of diversity has become a lot harder to navigate. Now, I know what MAGA is going to say to this. Hire the right person for the job, regardless of what their ethnicity is. Okay, I get that. In theory, that works. But the problem is those people for generations have been excluded intentionally from even having consideration for jobs. So that's why this is important. I wish everyone luck out there, and we'll find a way through this. I'm sure things will come up later as this gets more and more extreme, and there will be court challenges, and I'm sure the ACLU will be very involved in everything.
This is amazing. The world is finally healing. Walmart to roll back some diversity policies amid pressure from conservatives. Bloomberg News reported that Walmart will no longer consider race and gender to boost diversity when granting supplier contracts, and that eligibility for financing will not be assessed on suppliers providing certain demographic data. The fact that it was done in the first place is unbelievable. Let's see here. Retailer will scale back racial equity training, stop participating in rankings by an LGBTQ advocacy group, and review its support for Pride and other events, the report added. We are willing to change alongside our associates and customers who represent all of America. Joining Walmart has been Ford, Lowe's, Harley-Davidson, and Deere & Company, also known as John Deere, not to mention Molson, and the list is growing more and more and more. Apparently the only people who didn't get the memo, Jaguar, and their boss doubled down after their rebrand aired and it featured a man in a dress and other models. But that's a story for another time. Let's focus on the wins.
Oh, hey, Walmart. Oh, I see you're having a great day today on this Black Friday, Walmart. Is that you, Walmart? Are you on Ozempic? Nah, you just made us realize that we have to pick ourselves. You know, we haven't been choosing ourselves in a long time. We've been choosing your bank account for a long time. And then this Black Friday, we all decided to choose ourselves. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for letting us realize who's more important. You picked who's important to you, and we picked who's important to us. Hey, yo!
So guys, welcome back. Let us know what you think about this episode on the comment section, yeah? Let's keep in mind that Walmart is not the only big corporation that is getting rid of DEI. There's laws also that has been mentioned, Ford
amongst other companies.
Exactly, but the question is, why is Walmart going down for this? So guys, I don't know how many of you are aware about the story of how Walmart came to be what it is right now, but for those who are not aware, I think I'm just going to talk on this a little. So we watched a documentary about how Walmart became what it is right now, yeah? And the reason why it became such a big brand is because Walmart was the only outlet coming up that went to small towns. You know, they considered small towns as
a place to set up shop, and they would have everything in Walmart that other small businesses didn't have. Now, the only problem with Walmart is it would price its prices so low that other local businesses had to close.
Yeah, so Walmart became what it is right now because
it was supported by, you know, people who are considered small people in society.
Right, and unlike other big businesses, they considered and they dared to go into spaces that were considered small, like small towns. And like before they opened up, big for people to even get groceries or go shopping, they had to drive a long way before they could get what they needed. So Walmart provided a solution for that, right?
Right.
So,
but all this, you guys, you know all of this. So I think with them rolling back on DEI and people starting to boycott them and their products, I feel like this is kind of like it will take care of the problem of consumerism. People will cut back on that, first of all, and then secondly, right now is when some, if not most of the people are realizing at the end of the day, whatever they're selling, we don't need to be renewing our products every time. Things like electronics and TVs, which takes me back to, I don't know how many of you who have watched the documentary on Netflix called Consumerism Conspiracy. Let us confirm real quick. So I feel like people are finally waking up in this regard, and they are finally realizing it's not a must for them to be shopping every time. They can make use of whatever already exists, and if not, they can look at other options other than places like Walmart.
Yeah, it's called buy now.
Yeah, the documentary is called Buy Now, The Shopping Conspiracy. So I don't know how many of you guys have watched that. As I was watching this episode, it kind of reminded me of that documentary. Like people are waking up, and it's happening. You know, okay, it's not only Walmart, with other shops as well. There's something that somebody said, and they were like, you know, right now it would help your consumers if whatever you put on Black Friday are food items, because right now the level of the cost of living has really risen, that nobody is really looking towards luxury. Yeah, nobody is really looking towards buying a brand new television if they already have a working television. Yeah, because, and you know, as this happens, I'm just asking myself, of course it won't happen right now, it will happen gradually, but is this finally the end of Walmart? Is this finally the end of Walmart? Good question, guys. Don't underestimate the power of people's and social media. You know, because right now people are beginning. It's beginning slow, but if it's gaining momentum, the minute a business loses favor with the public or in public eye, that is, I feel like that is their end. It's either they will rebrand or simply die out. Because another important thing somebody said is that they were doing this to appease their conservative supporters, right? And Black Friday, who do they depend on? Not a lot of those conservative customers of theirs went to shop with them, you know. So at the end of the day, it's like you should not even underestimate. This is like we're living in a society where we're living through the cancel culture, you know. And if people feel like you're rubbing them the wrong way, they cancel you immediately. And the most powerful thing is that I feel like if people work together, what I love Black America for is that for whatever they're asking for from these corporations. Exactly. At the end of the day, these people are not rich just because they are rich. They are rich because you're giving them money. To be rich. You're giving them your money. And you know, one thing I also came to observe or realize is that, you know, how these big corporations look at their customers as just ordinary people. When these ordinary people get tired, when these common people get tired, and you give them a common goal or a common mission of taking you down, be sure they will take you down. They will. The little people are gonna take you down, because there's a story of Starbucks also. I think, was it in a Middle Eastern country, they boycotted Starbucks, and there's also a Middle Eastern country that boycotted Coca-Cola, and their sales went down for that period. And also Apple products, when whatever was happening in Congo was happening, and then it started going viral how Apple gets their products from Congo. Most people started boycotting, and I feel Apple it's what has even influenced how they've sold their iPhone 16 right now. Because they haven't sold a lot, and people have that knowledge, and it even forced them to come out and give a statement that they're getting their materials, which we know, you know, they're getting their materials in a legal way. But you know, you raise your eyebrow and ask, are you really? Anyway, that was just but an example of when people decide to make these big corporations a mission, something has to change or else they get cancelled. Personally, I do support you guys. Do what you feel like you need to do, because at the end of the day, when there's many of you, then you hold the power of being heard. And also you hold the power of purchase, and you also hold the power of how much goes into their bank account. Only then will it make a difference. It doesn't make a difference if it's just one person fighting against something that you believe is harming your community. But if it's a lot of you, like, you know, because there was one who was saying she doesn't want to see that in this Walmart it's working, the boycott it's working, but when you go to another Walmart, people are busy doing, you know, shopping with them. So they say it has to be uniform. Everywhere. If we say we are not walking into Walmart, that is what has to happen for them to know and learn, you know. So if people work together, because so fast it's working, you know. So guys, let us know what you think about this episode. Also consider subscribing if you're new to our channel, and we'll see you on our next episode.